Janice Tester. I'm a psychologist, and I'm very happy to be able to talk to you about improving your sleep. I definitely needed some help on that, and I attended a workshop that was really amazing with Dr. Stephen Marcus back in January. He's an EMDR specialist, and he knows a bunch on sleep disorders, on insomnia, treating insomnia. And he spoke about CBT, which is cognitive behavior therapy for insomnia. And so I just want to give you a little bit of information regarding that. So one of the things that you mentioned is that the suprachiasmatic nucleus in the brain is in charge of picking up light and also dark cues. So in order to stimulate this part of the brain, it's important that we get up. When we get up in the morning, between 8 and 9, we go outside, we get some sunshine. And so to get that in our eyes, we need to go outside. Now, 60% of our sleeping hours actually is light sleep. Did you know that? So it's okay if you feel, oh, my sleep was so light. It doesn't mean that you're suffering from insomnia necessarily. 60% of our time is light sleep. So that is completely normal. So that was a good discovery for me as well. As we age, the sleep architecture changes, so we have less restorative sleep after age 65. Not really great news, sorry about that, but that's reality. On the other hand, most people, as opposed to being owls, those owls that stay up at night and feel that they are so productive, but most people are larks. So the opposite, that we feel more productive during the day and in the morning. Another piece of information that he gave was that the placebo effect of sleeping pills accounts for 80%. The placebo effect is 80%, so that's pretty high, isn't it? So perhaps you want to check with your doctor to see if you can reduce or wean yourself off of this medication, because it's not really helping you. It probably helps you at the very beginning of your sleep. But there are other alternatives. There's melatonin, there is CBD oil that some people are taking, and that they're seeing good results with that. So check those things out as well. Now we have a sleep restoration point. So try to figure out how many hours do you need of sleep for you to feel really well the following day. So it's not like I slept 6 hours and I can function. No. When you felt really, really well. So how many hours do you think that is? So identify that, okay? And with that, you can identify then what would be your wake up time, and make it that it's your wake up time for absolutely every day of the week, not just during the week, but also on the weekend. So let's say you need 7.5 hours, or you're someone that needs 6 hours, someone that needs 8 hours. How many hours do you need to really feel good? And so decide what will be your wake up time. So let's say it's 7 in the morning and you need 8 hours. Okay, so that means that by 11 you should be sleeping. So you need to be in bed by 11. Okay, it doesn't mean that you're going to go to bed and read at 11. It's really to sleep at 11. Okay, so let's so determine that. That is important to determine. I'll give you some positive hygiene tips. Some of those are, for example, well, what I just said, having this regular wake up time 7 days a week. So important. So no exceptions, even on the weekends. If you want to change your sleeping patterns and that you sleep well and it's restorative, This is something to carry out for the next 6 to 8 weeks, and you will see tremendous changes. And so you need a regular bedtime as well. That will be really good, so that you go to bed exactly at the same time every night. And so that your bed becomes a magnet for sleep. So, what are some of the features of the bedroom? Well, your bedrooms should represent calmness, serenity. It should be quiet, it should be relaxing, it should be dark. So perhaps you need to invest on some drapes or of some sort, so that it could be much darker than what it is at the moment for you, perhaps, because we need the total darkness or close to total darkness, and it has to be quiet. So therefore, having the TV on, sleeping with the TV on is not a good idea. So you need to calm down, cool down. Your bedroom needs to be cooler, because our body needs that to reduce the temperature when we sleep. It's restorative this way. So create serenity in the bedroom. You know, some people might spritz a little spray or something that might help them feel more at ease, calmer. Create that serenity. Just check out your room, look at it, and see what are some of the changes that you need to make so that it is more serene. Things to avoid. So one of the things that I'm sure you've already heard, but I wonder if you apply it, is to not look at your cell phone for at least an hour before you go to bed. And so no cell phone talking, no texting, no tweeting. The TV is not a good idea. The news, not a good idea either. And action movies, you see, it gets your mind going. It gets you all the other stress hormones going. And what we want is really to relax. So no computer, no internet, no arguing either, no problem solving, no planning, no lively music, no reading an exciting book, no future planning, no raising your activity level in any way, shape, or form, no worrying. That has to be left aside. If you have something that is in your mind and is worrying you, perhaps it's a good idea to write it down. You write it down, and you put it aside, and then you go to bed. In terms of meditation, one thing that is recommended is to meditate in the morning or meditate before dinner. But after that, it's going to activate still your nervous system. So it's not a good idea to do that. Deep breathing is actually very helpful. That can be done. Let's say you're not sleeping, you're in bed. You can do some deep breathing exercises, and that will help you. And so, yes, establish that wake up time for 6 to 8 weeks, and you are going to see a difference. You're going to see a difference. So these are some of the tips for now. There will be more coming up soon. And so thank you very much for listening, and try to make those changes. You're going to see a huge difference. Bye.